Alrighty. What's up, everybody? Peter Joseph here for a Saturday afternoon video. Right here on the main channel, Killer of Demons 669. And as always, thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video. Hit that subscribe button down below in the description box. Where you can also subscribe to this channel and my other channels, which are down there. You know where they are, inside of my goddamn stretchy pants. On all my channels. So subscribe today. Hit that like button on all my videos. And also you can comment on all my videos from the past, the present, and the future, Conan. So do it now, but don't leave stupid comments. You're gonna get blocked. And if you don't like that, then go cry to your mama, bitch. Or just hide behind your dead channel that nobody cares for and nobody will watch. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. Can't be respectful of my channel, then get the fuck off. Go do your own thing on your dead channel that nobody watches, like I said. That's that. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Share the video all over the internet. Don't forget to tap and slap that bell. Turn on all notifications so you don't miss the next one. Because you miss anything, you need to get slapped violently in the face. Because you'll be SOL. And you know what that means. And if you don't know what it means, you get slapped again until you actually find out what SOL means. Or just look it up so you don't have to get violently slapped in the face a few times. But we have that, ladies and gentlemen. We have that. So, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment if you wish. And all that good stuff. Follow me on social media. Hit that bell for more. And most importantly, subscribe. And if you're brand new here, well, welcome to the party, pal. We hope you enjoy the ride. Sit back, relax, you grab this cold one, and you enjoy yourself and enjoy the show. And once again, if you like it, great, there's the door. You can pretty much get out of here and go fuck yourself. Simple as that. Simple as that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Hope everybody's having a great Saturday. It's Saturday afternoon, January the 25th, 2025. Pretty much the final official weekend of January, the first month of the year. So we're about 6 days away from ending this month. And we start the very short month of February. We got about a couple weeks away to Valentine's Day. And then, pretty much we'll see that Hedgehog next Sunday. And we'll see what happens with him. But, it's supposed to be 60 degrees here in New York City next Monday. But it's going to rain. So it's raining, that's good. And 60 is great. But how long is that 60 going to last? Probably won't be that long. But hopefully that Hedgehog will give us an early spring, so we don't have to worry about snow for a very long time. But we'll see what happens with that. We still got a few more days here in January, then we got all of February. March, not so much with the snow, but hopefully we'll get warmer temperatures, and we'll see what happens with that when we move on with that. But hopefully everybody has a great weekend. We got the pre-ultimate to ultimate final weekend of football, the playoffs tomorrow. We got the Chiefs and the Bills for the AFC title. And in the NFC title, we got the Commanders, or the Redskins, against the Eagles. And the winners of that go on to the Super Bowl. Super Bowl 59, or LIX for you people that love Roman numerals. And that's coming up 2 weeks from tomorrow in New Orleans. Can't wait for that. It's going to be a good time. Hopefully, if you don't like the Chiefs, hopefully they lose. But pray the Chiefs lose, and hopefully the refs don't give them the game like they always do. But we'll see what happens with that tomorrow. And lots of good stuff coming your way. We're a couple weeks away from pitchers and catchers for baseball, and spring training is right around the corner. So about a month to go to actual spring training games, which we don't count, but, we'll be talking some baseball probably by the beginning of March. So about a month or so, like about 4 to 5 weeks away till we actually talk about baseball. So it's going to be a great season for the Mets. We'll see about the Yankees and everybody else in Major League Baseball. And that's pretty much it. But before we get to all that, let's talk another sport, and it is a sport, the sport of professional wrestling. And we got a doubleheader tonight. We got Saturday night's main event tonight from San Antonio, Texas. Tonight at 8 o'clock on that great station of Channel 4 and Peacock. And also tonight on TNT, AEW Collision Homecoming. They're back at home base in Daly's Place in Jacksonville, Florida. Should be some good stuff. We got Samoa Joe on the card taking on Nick Wayne. We got Okada taking on Commander in a champion versus champion match. No titles on the line. I believe we got Adam Cole, baby, back in his former hometown of Jacksonville, Florida, even though he lives in Panama City. But he's going to be teaming up with Kyle O'Reilly, Auto Parts, and Buddy. They're going to be teaming up against pretty much 3.0, well, 3.1, if you want to call it. Angelo Parker, Matt Maynard, and, I forget who else. I think it's Mark Briscoe, but I forget. Oh, no, it's Danny Garcia, I'm sorry. So we got a 6-man tag team match tonight. We're going to have, I believe, a face-to-face with Mariah May and the lovely Toni Storm. That should be fun. So, but everybody's going to be watching Saturday night's main event tonight, which should be pretty damn good. Walter defends the World Heavyweight title against Jey Uso. We got Cody, MDK, Cody, you bitch. And my boy, Kevin Owens, the real World Heavyweight Champion. And, San Antonio's own The Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. MCing the contract signing for Cody versus Kevin Owens in a ladder match at the Rumble. We also got Sheamus Fella going for the Grand Slam. He has to beat Braun Breaker for the Intercontinental Championship to be crowned the new Grand Slam champ. We also got Mommy Rhea Ripley defending her Women's World Championship against Nia Jax. See what happens with that. And also the Battle of the Big Men. Braun Strowman taking on Jacob Fatu. The man who cuts epic fucking promos. So that's going to be a banger of a match. That's going to be your big beefy man slapping meat match. And we'll see what happens with that. And a whole lot more tonight on your 2-hour Saturday night main event. Pretty much going head to head with Collision. And Collision's probably going to get like 200,000 views. What are you going to do? And that's pretty much it. So we got all that. And a whole lot more. So I will be doing Saturday night's main event predictions coming up in a little bit. And also be doing TNA and Ring of Honor for TNA's live show this past Thursday. And also they taped, last night they taped next week's show, which is not live, obviously. So we got that. And I will also be talking about Ring of Honor's 100th episode on Ring of Honor.com. So, on the website. So we got that. So, congrats to Ring of Honor for 100 miserable episodes, because half of them haven't that great. But they finally hit 100, and now let's see if they can get 100 more. I don't know, but the way they're going, probably won't even get 25 more. But we'll see what happens with that. But we'll talk about that later. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, on this beautiful, not so cold Saturday afternoon, like I say, January the 25th, 2025, I'm Peter Joseph. I'm a content creator talking about the wonderful world of professional wrestling, or whatever the fuck I want to talk about. You like it? great, you know. There you go. Get out of here. And we move on. Alright. So, a couple of videos coming your way before we hit Saturday's main event. Right now, it is time for your late and out-of-date WWE Smackdown Review. For your 3-hour cure for insomnia, Smackdown is going back to 2 hours in a couple months. So, but we don't know when. Probably around, I think maybe after Mania. Who knows? Before Mania, maybe. Who knows, though? We don't have an official date yet for the, when that's going to go back to 2 hours. So, but right now, we're at 3 hours and we're tired. And that's it. Anyway, so SmackDown last night, pretty good, actually. It was a pretty good show. And we are emanating from the Moody Center in Austin, Texas. So, we're around the Texas area, Dallas. We're in Dallas on Monday. We're in San Antonio tonight. I don't even know where we're going to be on Monday. But we're getting, kind of going up the coast and go whoop. Next stop, Indianapolis, Indiana, for the Royal Rumble next Saturday night at 6 p.m. on the Great Peacock. And wherever you may be watching it. Alright. Alright, so let's start this off. Alright, so we had, as our commentary team, Joe Tessitore, the great man that he is, and bad news, Reed Bennett. And Joe, I got some bad news for you. And he did. So, we got that. Alright, so we begin, speaking of Joe Tessitore, we start with him in the ring, hyping up the crowd, because he's the hype man. Hypes us and welcomes us to the show, and he brings out the so-called WWE Undisputed Champ, Cody! MDKOD Cody, you bitch. So he comes out for a little chitty-chat. Joe brings up Cody having to hand over his belt tomorrow night to Shawn Michaels. I don't know if Kevin's going to do that so they can put up the belt and everything. It's going to be high in the rafters and everything. And that's that. Alright, before we continue, I'm going to take a little bit of a break. We'll be right back. Yeah, sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I had to take a shit. But, that's all, pretty much it. So, alright, so if you're watching this, just click over to 15 minutes. And that's it. Alright, so let's continue on. Alright, so Joe Tessitore, like I said, brings Cody out. Brings up Cody has to hand over his belt tomorrow night. Or tonight, if you're watching tonight. To Shawn Michaels to get ready for the ladder match at the Royal Rumble next Saturday night. So Cody says, I'm ready for the whole thing, and knows that Shawn Michaels is ready to be the perfect moderator. Or will he be? So Cody's like, I'm fine with handing the title over to Shawn Michaels, but it's time to get ready for WrestleMania season. Well, that's a couple months away there, Cody. So Joe brings up Cody's issues with Kevin, who Cody praises for his skill. The violence makes the ladder match all the more appropriate because it's all about climbing the ladder and getting that title. And Cody tells Kevin before the match, maybe it's true that I smile a lot. You do. But it doesn't mean that I can't take it to another level. He says, I'm the son of a plumber and a student of Randy Orton and his monotonous voice. So he is ready to punch Owens in the face and knock him onto the island of self-righteousness. Which is not as better than the island of relevancy, but I digress. So he tells Kevin good luck, and that's it, and then he leaves. Simple to the point. You know, Cody, you talk too much. Womp. Shut up, get to the point. But in any case, good, semi-good promo from Cody. And they gave it 3 out of 5 stars. And we're off and running on Smackdown. On the USA Network. Alright, after that, we go to the back where we have the Yes Boys. Pretty Deadly, Elton Strong, Elton Prince, and Kit Wilson. They come up to the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, DIY, that's Johnny Gargano, and the Psycho Killer, Tommaso Ciampa. But they don't have time for the Yes Boys right now, because I guess they got other things to do. But they tell them to handle their business against the Motor City Machine Guns, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin, coming up next, and do whatever it takes to get that win. So they leave, and then Pretty Deadly's about to, go to the ring, but they run into Legado of Los Lobos. That's Mr. Humberto Carrillo and Angel Garza, along with the lovely, vivacious, caliente Alexa Lopez, and now, he's getting his beard back. His beard, not beer, his beard, like I got a beard, because I'm 40, I'm a man. So, we have Santos Escobar. He's there, he's getting his beard back. So, they run, the Yes Boys run into Los Lobos and Legado. A little bit of a interesting little stare down. And, we'll see what happens with that. Alright, so I gave that as well 3 out of 5 stars. Moving on. Alright, then we go to the tag team match with the Machine Guns and Pretty Deadly. Pretty decent match for just about 10 minutes. It's also with Chris Sabin, arm dragging Elton Prince, which is Elton Strong, to start. And then Alex Shelley comes in, and they hit stereo kicks to the head. Ow! And then Kit Wilson comes in, gets caught with a double flapjack, but Elton Prince causes a distraction, which lets Chris Sabin get knocked to the outside, and they get sent right into the ring post. Ow! As we go to break, come right back, Chris Sabin fights back, and gets the hot tag to Alex Shelley. He comes in like a house of fire, and then all 4 men are in the ring. Chris Sabin hits a nice big flippy doo. on the outside, go back in. We get a gut buster, puts Alex Shelley down, and then an assisted middle rope bulldog, not like the Steiner bulldog, but because that's on the top rope. We get a mini middle rope Steiner bulldog on Chris Sabin for a near fall. They go for spilled milk, it gets broken up, and then the machine guns hit Skull and Bones on Kit Wilson. 1, 2, 3. And they get the win, and then later on in the show, Nick Aldis says, hey, you're the new number 1 contenders to the Smackdown Tag Team Champions. So we got DIY Guns, I believe, number 3 in the tree. And that's going to be at the Royal Rumble, but we'll talk about that epic match in a little bit. Because there's a little bit of a stipulation in that little match. Because both teams have 1 win each. And we'll see who breaks the tie at the Royal Rumble. But this match with Machine Guns and Pretty Deadly was pretty good. 3.25 out of 5 stars. And we move on. Alright, speaking of Nick Aldis, we go to his office. And we have the newest member of SmackDown, The Miz. He comes in and doesn't really know he's on SmackDown, so Nick Aldis told him. He's like, wait a minute. The Wyatts are here, right? Yeah, the Wyatts are here. But I strategically made them go to SmackDown. Who would dare send me to SmackDown? Cross! So, Killer Cross, made a deal with Nick Aldis, and now Miz is on the same show with the Wyatts, so he can't get away from the Wyatts. And basically, Nick Aldis says, Miz, you better find some friends and find them quickly. I don't think anybody's gonna be friends with the Miz. Maybe the Yes Boys, but then again, we got the Wyatts hanging around somewhere. I don't think anybody wants to be the Miz's partner or whatever. Sucks to be you there, Mike. It is what it is. Speaking of Mike, I know I forgot to do this yesterday, but ladies and gentlemen, let's all rise to our feet and acknowledge the man whose birthday was yesterday, the great man, former 2-time ECW heavyweight champion, the man who's more awesome than The Miz, and that's this guy. Get in here, Mike! Mike, get in here, put your clothes on. Get in here. Ladies and gentlemen, the birthday boy himself, well, the past birthday boy now, but he's still a birthday boy. He's the man that's awesome, and he should be in the Hall of Fame. Mike Awesome. Mike, get in here. What do you want, Joseph? What, did I bother you, Mike? Nah, I was taking a dump. Oh, I'm sorry, Mike. I keep forgetting if you're taking a dump, you're at the bar hanging out with, the chicks and everything. Yeah. Nah, I was in the bathroom. Nah, it's okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I interrupted your number 2. Now, we were at number 1. Did you wash your hands? Yes, I did. Okay. Remember, you gotta wash your hands. But anyway, Mike, I'm sorry I forgot last night. I wanted to hold a big birthday bash last night for you, and I fell asleep. That's okay. We had a big party for me anyway. Wasn't great, but, why wasn't it great? Nah, Jerome fucked it up again. Oh, no. What did you do now, Jerome? Well, I snorted some cocaine and I ate his cake, motherfucker. Jerome, I told you to leave Mike alone. You snort your cocaine somewhere else. When Mike has his birthday party, you stay over there. Okay? I'm sorry, motherfucker. I'm sorry, Mr. Mike Awesome. That's okay, Jerome. Next time, I'm gonna kick your ass and put you through a table. Some awesome. Okay. But Mike, happy birthday. Your gift is in the mail. It'll be there in a couple of days. I promise. Okay? Thank you for the birthday wishes, everybody. Thank you. Bye. Oh, you gotta go? Yeah, I got things to do. Okay. But, ladies and gentlemen, happy birthday. Say your happy birthdays to Mike Awesome, my good friend for how long we've been friends, Mike? That's been too long there, Joseph. I know. And I don't just talk to myself. I'm talking to you, the actual Mike Awesome. Is that right, Mike? That's right! These people don't know what the fuck they're talking about! Of course, okay. Exactly. Because these people are stupid! No brain! Yeah, they need to be put to a glass table. Yeah. Violently put to a glass table. And the shards of the glass go right into their fucking head. And they die! Well, I don't go that far, Gilmore. Well, some of them I would, but... Well, anyway, Mike, you have a great birthday weekend. I'll see you later, okay? Alright, you want to say goodbye? Bye! Okay, get out of here. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, the birthday boy, his birthday weekend, please, for the love of God, in the comment section, wish Mike Awesome a happy birthday. We'll come to your house and kick your ass and put you through a flaming table or something like that. Because it's awesome. Alright, moving on. Alright, we move on from that. Alright, so The Miz is on Smackdown, and he's got to contend with the Wyatts once again. So we shall see what happens with that. And we will. Alright, then we get a hype video for Braun, Strowman, and Jacob Fatu. That's coming up tonight on Saturday Night's Main Event. It's going to be an epic brawl. Big, beefy men slapping meat. So we'll see what happens with that. So we'll see what happens with that. Alright, moving on. Alright. Then out of nowhere, we're talking to Joe Tessitore and Wade Barrett. They're talking about that epic match, and a little bit of what's coming up later on the show. And then we see the real world champion, Kevin Owens, come out, still wearing his Bret Hart jacket. Very nice. And, pretty much goes right up to Joe Tessitore. He's like, hey, asshole, where's my interview? So you just basically kissing Cody's ass. And Joe gets up. It looked like he was about to fight Kevin Owens. I don't think that's the greatest idea there, Joe. I mean, you've only been in the company for almost a year now. You want to really lose your job? I mean, go ahead. I'll take your job in a heartbeat. But anyway, Kevin's like, Joe, you are so annoying that you make me actually miss Michael Cole here on SmackDown. Then he gets on the announcer's table and looked like he was about to go after Joe Tessitore, and Wade Bear's like, I got your back! Right. Right there, Wade. Okay, we'll go with that. But anyway, then he gets into an argument with Matthew McConaughey, who was in the audience, because he's from Texas. Alright. And then Jimmy Uso comes out, and then they have a little brawl. Well, actually, Jimmy comes out. Kevin's not pleased. He gets in the ring, and Jimmy says Kevin talks too much. Little Botchamania clip action there, huh? Matthew Botch from Botchamania. Or Matthew from Botchamania. Great guy that he is. Yeah, so a big fight happens, and we get a match for the main event of the show. And that's pretty much it. So that was pretty damn nice. So I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. And, hey, seeing Matthew McConaughey in the crowd, that's good. Alright. I still love The Hangover. Hangover 1 and 2 are great. 3, not so much. They're great. They're great movies. 1 and 2 are great with Mike Tyson and, the Chinese guy, I forgot his name, but... Take these, motherfucker! Good shit. Moving on. Alright, then we go, once again, into Nick Aldis' office, where we see him, Carmelo Hayes. He's all pissed off. he was all pissed off that Kevin's got a match with Kevin's got a match with Jimmy, and Carmelo's like, hey, I was supposed to face Jimmy. So Nick Aldis like, well, that match is now moved to next week. But he lets Carmelo have a match with the newest SmackDown acquisition, and in comes Poppy Priest. Well, actually, it is Poppy Priest. I went ahead. I'm sorry. So, it's Poppy Priest, and Carmelo's like, I want to meet him face to face. And then Aldis like, well, he should be here any minute now. So we get that. So I spoiled the after segment, but we get that. Alright, so 2.5 out of 5 stars for that. Alright, then we get a women's tag team match where we have B-Fab and Mia Yim. Shelton's favorite person in the whole wide world. Now I'm going to get letters from him. Great. So B-Fab and Mia Yim take on the Secretary of Her Fence, that's your job, Piper Niven, and the Women's United States Champion, Chelsea Green! In a tag team match that pretty much sucked. 3.5 minutes suck fest, and it was basically Chelsea and Mia in the ring. Mia fights out of some trouble, brings in B-Fab to clean house. Piper comes in, runs B-Fab over, but a blind tag brings in Mia Yim, who hits defeats on Chelsea. 1, 2, 3, she pins the champ, and next week we have another match between Chelsea Green and Mia Yim. So we got match number 3 in a tree next week for the Women's United States title. And maybe we might get a title change. I hope not, but we shall see what happens with that. But all in all, the match stunk, and I gave it 2.25 out of 5 stars. Alright, now we go back to Nick Aldis' office, where, like I said, Carmelo meets up with his opponent for later on in the night, and that's Poppy Priest. Damian Priest comes in. He says, hi, my name is Damian Priest. And Carmelo's like, he's all against that. But Nick Aldis like, well, you better get out there. The match is coming up. So, we'll see what happens with that as we move on. So, Poppy's now on SmackDown. Miz is on SmackDown. The Wyatts are on SmackDown. And going to Raw is A-Town Down Under. Grayson Waller and Austin Theory. And Nia Jax went to Raw. I thought Mommy was coming to SmackDown, but I don't think that can happen because Tiffy's on SmackDown. Unless Tiffy goes to Raw. So we're getting the draft early than we thought it would be. I think we're still going to have the draft sometime after Mania. That'll make no point, but okay, we'll go with it. So we move on. Alright, so Carmelo takes on Poppy in a little bit. Then we got another vignette video for the return of Horseface Charlotte Flair, who's coming back at the Rumble, obviously. And we get that. Alright, after that, it's Tiffy time! Daddy! Yes, it's Tiffy time! My time! Yes, you look great, as always. Okay. Go out there and have fun. Okay. Thank you, Daddy. Okay. So, Tiffy comes out looking amazing. The new SmackDown Women's Champion. She's not worried about who wins the Royal Rumble because she'll beat anyone. And then we hear the music of My Brutality by the great Motionless in White. And the Raw Women's Champion, Mommy Rhea Ripley, comes out to the shock of everybody. So her and Tiffy go face to face, and I'm like, I'm interested. So they go face to face, but before anything can happen, we get Nia Jax, who's taking on Rhea Ripley for the Raw Women's Championship. So she comes out with Candice LeRae, and Nia, after telling a fan your mom sucks, Well, that's how she got you. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. So Nia announces that she's in the Rumble and says, I'm going to beat Mommy Rhea Ripley at Saturday Night's main event because I'm going to win the Rumble as well. Alright, so you're going to take the title away from Mommy and then win the Royal Rumble at the same time? Okay. That makes no sense, but okay. But anyway. And then the Women's Tag Team Champions, Naomi and Bianca Belair. She's Bianca Belair. She plays with her hair. That's actually her hair. She's Bianca Belair. They come out and they announce that they're in the Rumble. So now we're finally getting people declaring for the Women's Royal Rumble a week late. Yeah, do it a week before the fucking match. That's great. And we only know like almost half of them. They're in the Rumble. Who's the other half? Probably people from NXT, maybe from TNA. Well, we know Jordan Grace is one of them. Will Masha be in it? Don't know. Rosemary? Maybe. I'd love to see like Tasha Steelz. You know, maybe Dana Brooke, Ash by Elegance, or Heather by Elegance. You know, some of the TNA stars. You know, some NXT stars like Gigi Dolan might be in it. JC Jane. Maybe my girl Jasmine Nix. I don't know. But they're going to fill that those 30 women. And we know Charlotte's coming back. Possibly Becky, Asuka, Kyrie. Maybe somebody new. Maybe Corey Jade will be in it. Maybe Jade Cargo will be returning. You never know. But who's going to win it? Probably Charlotte Flair. I hope it's Asuka, though, but that's just me. So we got that. Alright, so we have... Alright, so we have Nia Jax already in the Rumble. I believe Bayley's in the Rumble, too. Candice and... okay, so we got... I'll get it out. Nia and Candice. Bayley. Naomi and Bianca. So we have 5 already. And then Liv Morgan comes out with this little women's summit. So she announces that she's in the Rumble with Raquel Rodriguez. And then she kind of suggests that Raquel will be in and protect me and help me win the Royal Rumble. And then Mommy's like, shut the fuck up. Boom, right in the head with that wicked headbutt. And then everything breaks down. Tiffy gets out of Dodge really quickly. And then Nick Aldis comes out and he makes this 6-woman tag team match. But before that, I gave that segment 3 out of 5 stars. So we get to Bianca, Naomi, and Mommy Rhea Ripley taking on Nia Jax, Liv Morgan, and Candice LeRae. And Raquel Rodriguez at ringside. 12-minute match. Wasn't anything to write home about. We get to the end. All 6 women are in the ring. Mommy tries to riptide on Nia, but that got blocked. Candice hits a wicked codebreaker on Rhea, sending her to the floor, but gets caught with the KOD, and Bianca was going for the cover, but Liv, surprisingly, I guess was the legal woman, and she comes in, rolls up Bianca with a fruit roll up, 1, 2, 3. So Liv Morgan gets the win for her team. That too. In a match that was alright. And I gave it 2.5 out of 5 stars. That's it. So, lots of hot chicks in that ring. But Liv got the win in that match. Then we go to the back where Chelsea Green, the Women's U.S. Champ, is pissed about the loss to Mia Yim and B-Fab. And Mia Yim, to add more insult to injury, she comes in and says that I went to Nick Aldis and I got one more title shot next week. And Jeff's like, fuck! And then Piper says, well, you need a bigger security detail. Or we need a bigger security detail. More members? I wonder who that could be. I guess we'll find out next week on the program. Alright. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Moving on. Alright, then we got a singles match with one half of the Smackdown Tag Team Champions. And that's Johnny Gargano with the Psycho Killer. Tommaso Ciampa at ringside. He takes on the man from catering. And that's Apollo Crews. And it was a pretty good match. Ciampa got involved a little bit. He gets a running knee on the floor. And then the Machine Guns come out. Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin. For a little distraction. Johnny Gargano's like, hey, get out of here! And then out of nowhere, Apollo Crews grabs a fruit rolled up. 1, 2, 3. Apollo Crews, you tell me he won? What? What? Apollo Crews gets his first win in like 50 years. He pins Johnny Gargano 1, 2, 3. And then gets out of there with the Machine Guns. So, yeah, but it is what it is. But anyway, so the Machine Guns will team up with Los Lobos next week in an 8-man tag with DIY and the Yes Boys for no apparent reason. Well, that's pretty much it. Alright, match was alright, 2.5 out of 5 stars. Then we go to the back, we have Jacob, Fatu, and the resident gremlin, Mr. Tatanga. Jacob's all ready for Braun Strowman because he's King Kong and Godzilla combined. That's a hefty combo. Then he says, I'm all gas, no brakes. And then he's like, my kukalacha, or whatever he called Tatanga, says that he's all ready for Eli Drake coming up next. And he's like, with everybody say, yeah, 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 oh, yeah. That guy needs to not be fed after midnight. Yes, he's a gremlin. Yeah, 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 yeah. So we get that. Alright, so then we go to Tatanga and Eli Drake. Jacob Fatu at ringside. Before the match, Eli promises various levels of violence to both of them. And then we get to the match. Match wasn't great. Eli gets sent into the ring steps as we go to break. We come back. Tama grabs a dragon screw leg whip. Ow! And then Eli hits a neck breaker to get him by himself some time. But that little momentary breather gets cut off. So Eli has to fight out of a 1905 nerve hold. Sets up a jumping neck breaker. And then Tatanga hits one of his own for a near fall. Eli knocks him off the top rope. He goes up top with the jumping top rope elbow. It connects. And waits for Tama to get up. Hits the BFT. 1, 2, 3. So Eli Drake gets the win over Tatanga in 12 minutes. Surprisingly, Jacob, where he didn't do much. And so after the match was okay, 3 out of 5 stars. After the match, Jacob jumps Eli, drives him onto the announcer's table. Sucks to sit there, Joe, huh? Anyway. And then, Strowman comes out. And Tatanga tries to hold Jacob back. That didn't work this time, like last week, where Tama grabbed the leg and pulled Jacob out, and then they had a big epic stare down. So, they're in the ring. Braun tears his shirt off, and Jacob's all like, all ready to go. And then Jacob misses a charge and hits nothing but the ring post. Ow! And then Braun got in a couple of shots. And then pretty much clotheslines Jacob out the ring. And then Tatanga has to calm him down. So, it's going to be a big, brutal fight tonight. With Braun Strowman and Jacob Fatu. Big, beefy men slapping meat. We can't wait for that. And we move on with that. Alright, then we go to the back. Where Miz is walking in the back. He runs into A-Town Down Under. Oh, he did it. Grayson Waller and Austin Theory. Tries to get them on his good side. Brings up the Marine 7. Like, anybody will watch that. It's like, and then Austin's like, ooh, money! I'm gonna be rich! And then, I think Nick Aldis comes in and tells Grayson Waller and Austin Theory, he says, hey, you guys are going to Raw. Pack your bags, you're going to Raw. And then Grayson Waller and Austin Theory all happy, like, yeah, we're going to Raw! Alright, well, Miz still has no friends. And that's pretty much it. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. I thought it was ridiculously dumb. Moving on. Alright, then we get a epic fucking video from the United States champion on the men's side, Shinsuke Nakamura, basically warning anyone that comes near him against say don't come for my US title, because I will kick your ass. And then he says, I am going to be in the Royal Rumble. Hey, maybe lightning can strike twice, like in 2018, where Shinsuke and Asuka won their respective Royal Rumbles and then pretty much got buried. But, yeah, it is what it is. And we move on with that. Alright, then we go to Poppy Priest versus Mello. This was a great match. Mello comes back after Hayes is ready to walk out, but Hayes comes right back with the first 48 for an air fall, and Wade Barrett's like, that first 48 usually beats most opponents. Well, not always. And then Poppy's like, that's it, I'm pissed. Sends Carmelo off the ropes, hits a rebound clothesline, then picks up Mello, hits South of Heaven, 1, 2, 3 in under 11 minutes. Poppy gets the win over Mello, and Mello's booking is just ridiculously dumb right now. And it says, so Poppy gets his first win on SmackDown, and more to come with the great man that he is, Poppy Priest. So I gave the match 3 out of 5 stars. And that's it. Alright, we go to the back. The Motor City Machine Guns, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin, they're in the back with DIY, Tommaso Ciampa, and Johnny Gargano, along with Nick Aldis. And we find out that the Machine Guns are getting a tag team title match at the Rumble, but not just any match. It's a 2 out of 3 falls match. Now that's gonna steal the show. I can't wait for that. Title change? Possibly, but we'll see. Alright, so we got the Machine Guns, 2 out of 3 falls match with DIY. It's gonna be freaking epic. So, we got that. Moving on. Alright. Then we see Poppy Priest walking in the back. He runs into Cody, who welcomes Damian to SmackDown. And Poppy shakes his hand and says, I'll see you down the road. Possibility of Poppy Priest winning the Rumble. Well, maybe we'll see that at Mania. Or maybe after Mania. But we'll see what happens with that. So that was a pretty good little interaction. Loved it. Alright. Then we get the Saturday night's main event rundown. And then Miz, still looking for friends, runs into Andrade, El Idiot, and needs someone to guide him. Andrade likes that idea and goes off to find somebody. Not you, Miz. So we get that. Alright, then we have Jimmy Uso going through the... He's going through the gorilla position. He runs into Carmelo Hayes, and then Carmelo attacks him, right on the entrance ramp. And then agents and referees had to come out and everything to break it up. But Jimmy's okay to finish the match. And then we had the match with Jimmy and Kevin Owens. Kevin runs to the floor, starts yelling at Joe. Joe gets up like he's about to fight the guy. Bad idea. Bad idea. You know better than that, Joe. Brings him back inside the ring. Owens grabs a 1905 headlock into a backsplash to take over. And then tries some shoulders in the corner. Jimmy fights out of the corner, but it's too early for the ooh, my God attack. And then some rams into the apron. Ow. Have Kev in trouble. But he comes right back with a knockdown off the apron. Then the frog splash off the apron. As we go to break, we come right back. Kev works on the arm, but it takes a little bit too long going up top, which allowed Jimmy to, get his arm snapped across the top rope. Ow. And then Kev's on top, goes for a swanton, hits the knees, and then Jimmy hits that running, ooh, my God, attack. And then he adds a strong drop for a near fall and a super kick for the same. As we're starting to slow down the pace a little bit, Jimmy drops Kevin again, goes up top for the superfly splash, but missed it. And then another super kick gives Jimmy another near fall. He hits a wicked spear on Kev, goes up for another superfly splash, but gets his arm snapped across the top again, which sets up a pop-up powerbomb. 1, 2, 3, Kevin Owens gets the win. And that's it in under 14 minutes. So the match was alright. 3.25 out of 5 stars. After the match, Kev throws Jimmy to the outside, puts him on the announce table. Looks like he's about to package power drive Jimmy out of his boots and pretty much end his career on the table. But then Cody comes out for the save, and they fight on the floor. Then they fight in the ring, and that pretty much ends the show because they fade to black because of no overruns, which sucks. So what are you gonna do? And that's all I gotta say about that. Alright, so it was a pretty decent SmackDown. I gave it 7.5 out of 10 stars. I liked some of the segments. The women's segment was pretty damn epic. And we'll go on from there. So, once again, 7.5 out of 10 stars for SmackDown. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. And that's pretty much it. Alright, guys. I'm going to go take a little bit of a nap, and I'm going to come right back on episode 58 of the Shadows Lair 2.0 series with your Saturday night's main event predictions. It's not a great big card, but, got about 4 or 5 matches on the 2-hour show. We're going to have Jesse the Body Ventura McMahon. He's going to be there. No Hulk Hogan, thank the Lord, because his son Nick is getting married. Lucky you. And, that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. Alright guys, I'm out of here. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment down below. Don't leave stupid comments because you get blocked. Like the video, share the video all over the internet. Don't forget to hit that bell for more. And that's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say for now. And until next time, my friends, if you're not down with that, well, I got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man! And that's it. Have a great rest of your your Saturday afternoon, your Saturday evening, and Saturday night. I'll be back a little bit later. But until next time, peace, motherfuckers.